Welcome to April Fitness and Fuels workout. We are focusing on scales are for fish this month, on the side of the fact that we recognize that we need to have some accountability when we're thinking about our health, but I'm trying to focus on getting you away from the numbers. A scale is a number, a calorie is a number, a weight is a number, the size of your clothes, they're all numbers, and unfortunately they can actually make us feel like we're not doing well enough. So wanting for you to try to focus on the fact that a calorie is a number, but it doesn't dictate how well you feel if you are satisfied after eating your meal, or if you're still left being hungry. So thinking about the hunger and satiety scale of thinking the physical level of fullness versus the physical level of hunger, and trying to mix in between there. Also thinking about other ways to measure your success. It does not have to be getting on the scale every time. If you were only able to do 5 push-ups before and now you can do 15 without stopping or going down to your knees, that is just as much of a huge improvement in your body as anything else. If you used to have to count calories all the time, but now you recognize that our portions can be measured without having to get measuring cups or counting that calorie, the easiest thing to do is to use your hand. Your fist is about a cup. That would be used for grains, fruits, and vegetables. The palm of your hand, the size and then also the thickness, could be used for your portion of protein on your plate. And the tip of your thumb, that last little knuckle, can be used as a teaspoon guide for any of our nut butters, our salad dressings, and our fats. So try to open your mind to thinking about other ways to track your progress other than our numbers. And remember, throw your scale away. They're just for fish.
And going along with that theme, our workout is getting you thinking a little bit differently. Every month we show you something that you don't need a gym for. This month is no different. But also that your workout doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be 60 minutes. What we're showing you today is going to take about 20 minutes. You'll do your dynamic warm-up. You'll do a cool down and a stretch. And we're giving you some variations. So basically we're taking our simple body weight exercises, squats, push-ups, lunges, and some core moves, and we're combining those with some cardio, 2 minutes of cardio. That can be running up and down your stairs. It can be running a lap around your house. If you have a hill in your backyard, your driveway, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, anything that gets your heart rate up for 2 minutes in between those sets. And you'll go through the sets 5 times. So next we're going to show you some variations on those basic body weight exercises.
Starting with your first strength exercise, we are going to do your variations on squat. So moving through any variation that you'd like. We're starting with just your standard narrow, your hip width apart squat. Make sure that you're sitting back from the hips. If you need a help with a guide, put a chair right behind you to make sure you're not going too low, but then also making sure that you are going low enough. Our next is a wide squat. We call this a sumo squat, making sure the toes and the knees are pointed in the same direction. Another good cue is making sure there's a wall right in front or behind you. You don't want your butt to stick out too much. We're trying to build the booty, not make sure it sticks out. And our last squat is a good narrow squat. Each squat motion that we're doing today focus on a different muscle group of the legs. Obviously wanting to engage the glutes, hamstrings, and quads through every motion that you do and our core type.
Okay, so Emily's going to show you 3 different kinds of push-ups. So wide stance here just outside your shoulders is going to target the chest, also the biceps. Good. And she's going to come more narrow and she's going to go directly under her shoulders, keeping the elbows pointed back, and this targets the triceps. Good. And then she's going to come into a pike position here, keeping her neck really long, and then as she bends those elbows, comes right back up. This targets the shoulders. So some variations on push-ups there. Good.
Now we're moving on to our variations of lunges. We're starting with a forward lunge. If you're more comfortable with the reverse, you may do that. But forward lunges we're going to here, targeting mostly the glutes, getting hamstring if you step a little closer to each other. Now we are doing our lateral lunge. This is going to work your inner and your outer thighs all at the same time. Make sure both toes are pointed forward, and again, sit those hips back just like you do with your squats. And our last lunge variation is a cross back lunge. Making sure those toes and knees are still going in your same direction, and getting that cross back.
Okay, so now we're going to show you some variations on some core moves. So Emily's in a forearm plank here, and she's going to do some alternating leg lifts. You want to keep the hips stable, the shoulders stable, core is nice and tight, hips in line with the rib cage. Good. And then she's going to work her obliques here as she takes her hips side to side. Good. Again, keeping everything tight in the middle and stable. Now she's going to flip over onto her back, and we're going to do some alternating V-ups. And as she reaches here, good, she keeps her back Nice and straight as she comes up, her shoulders back. Perfect. And those are some options for core. So we hope you enjoy this month's workout. And the idea here is that there's lots of options. So you'll take those variations, you'll choose one, and you'll do 20 reps of each of the body weight exercises, and then you'll go into your 2 minutes of cardio, your choice. And then if you complete that 5 times, each of those rounds, that's going to take you about 20-25 minutes to do it, and you'll get a great total body workout from that. So we look forward to seeing you again in May.